outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Hi everyone and welcome back to a new video. So I thought it'd be fun just to do a chill sit down video and talk about my reading goals for 2024 and maybe talk about my channel and my plans for my channel a little bit in 2024 as well. So let's just get right into the video. Okay, so my first goal is to read 250 books. Now that was my goal for 2023 and I have passed that quite a few books. I think I'm like 86 books ahead, so I've read 86 more books than 250, but I just want to have like an easy goal. Well, it's easy for me, an easy goal, and I don't really want to think about my goal too much. I just want to read and enjoy my reading and not to feel pressured to hit a goal or to read because of a goal. And I noticed that was happening a lot to me this year, and I think that's what wasn't helping with my reading slumps, or one of the things that wasn't helping my reading slumps, because I was in quite a few this year, and obviously I don't want to be in a reading slump. I want to try and prevent that. So that is definitely my goal, is to just read because I want to and not because I want to hit a goal. Okay, so my next reading goal is to read different genres. Now I kind of already do this, but I always end up going back to romance books, which is obviously okay because that is obviously the genre that I prefer. But what I find difficult is like when I read a fantasy, I'm like struggling, and so I think what I need to do is maybe read both. So if I'm reading a fantasy, take my time with it, no rush, but read a romance on the side or mystery thriller because they're quite easy to read as well. So read a different genre alongside fantasy. I really do want to get into fantasy, and there are some fantasy books that I absolutely love, but most of them that I read this year I didn't like, and I think it's because I was reading them while I was in a reading slump. I just don't understand most of the world building and stuff, and so then it makes it difficult for me to enjoy the book because I'm not understanding what's going on. You have to kind of get the gist of a fantasy right at the beginning for you the rest of the book to make sense. Then I have only read books I'm interested in. So I noticed in 2023, so this year, I was reading a lot of books that I wouldn't normally pick up if I was to like see it in a bookstore randomly, that I would personally choose myself. I would see it recommended somewhere, or it's popular, or I would just go on Amazon and Kindle Unlimited, I'll just pick a random book. And if I do that, most of the time it doesn't end up being a book I like. Most of the time it ends up being a 1-star. I would like to just maybe see a book or hear about a book or choose books myself that I think I'm generally going to like, and not read them because they're popular, or read them because I've just found it somewhere random without doing any research about it. I'll just see the cover, read the synopsis quickly, and then I'm like, okay, I'm just going to read it. And that makes me end up going into a reading slump further because I just end up thinking to myself, oh, I obviously hate reading, but I'm just not picking the right books. Okay, the next one I need to clarify a bit. So I put it as stop buying books, but what I mean by this is stop buying so many books, especially if they are unread. So I'm going to have this thing, as far as I think I have this thing, where I can buy like some unread books obviously, but the main ones I would like to buy is ones that I have really enjoyed, already read, and I want to add into my collection. I think this would help more because I'm still able to buy books, which I absolutely love doing, separately from reading them, but I'm also not growing my endless physical TBR. Moving on to the physical TBR thing is only having 30 books on my physical TBR at a time. Now, obviously, I have to read most of the books that I already have on my physical TBR before I do that, but after that, that's what I want to do. And part of back to stop buying books is because I have way too many books that are unread. I have like 200-ish, like rounding up. I have books on that shelf. You're currently sitting on my TBR cart, and that is like full front to back, like it's rammed. And then I have 2 shelves on my bookshelves full, which are also quite rammed. So it is actually terrible, and when I look at it, it kind of stresses me out because there's just so much I need to read. So I think until I, put quite a dent into it, I need to just slow down with the buying unread books specifically. I'm not going to put myself in a book buying ban or I'm not going to say I can't buy books or anything. I'm just going to say if I want to buy books, it would be better if it was read books that I really, really enjoyed. I mean, I'm not going to also say I can't buy unread books, but maybe less. Like normally I'll buy like too many books at a time that are unread, like maybe like 1 or 2 that are unread, and then if I want to buy any more, make sure that they are books that I absolutely loved and would like to add to my collection, if that makes sense. So then I also have make smaller TBRs. I always go way overboard with this, so you might be able to tell in some of my videos that I do, like my monthly TBRs, and they are always huge most of the time. And I also have a reading journal which I put even more books in. It's just when I do my monthly TBRs, I do the ones that I really want to get to. Most of the time it doesn't happen like that, but the ones I put in the videos, the ones that I really want to get to within that month, like, are a priority. But in my reading journal, I'll add like just some extra ones that I can, like, if I don't know what to read, I can just go into my reading journal and look and see what I have on there. I'm thinking of not doing that. Maybe have like 5 or 6 books on my TBR that I know are reasonable and doable, and I think I might be able to get through my TBRs more, because most of the time I was not successful with my TBRs, and I think it's because they're just so ambitious. And the next one I had, which I've already kind of talked about, and that is read most of my physical TBR. So yeah, I want to get through most of it, because the amount of books that I have on my physical TBR right now is ridiculous. It's also very overwhelming, and like when you look at it, you're just like, how am I supposed to read all of these books, you know? And I know it's doable if I stop buying more, because I do read a lot within a month. So I read roughly about 20 to 25 if it's a good month, 30 on average. I mean, in November I read 41, and if I keep that up, I think I'd be doing well, but that's like a rare occurrence. Roughly about 20 to 30 a month, depending on how the month goes on average. So I could get through it this year if I really tried and really put my mind to it and stop buying more books or more unread books. So those are all of my reading goals for 2024. Now I just want to quickly talk about my channel goals more. I don't really have much, but I just want to talk about the things that I am kind of planning. So you might have seen on my community page that I asked like when people are on YouTube most of the time, because I was trying to figure out a schedule, because this year I have been so overwhelmed with YouTube, which has made me stress and not enjoy it as much as I would, you know, I used to, or I would love to enjoy. Like, I obviously enjoy making videos and I enjoy editing, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it, but I think I was overwhelming myself too much, and that is because I was randomly posting. I didn't really have a schedule, or if I did, it wouldn't stick long. I also found that I had a very bad mindset with YouTube. I always felt like I had to post, I had to be consistent, which obviously isn't the case. Hence why I decided to post once a week, because I know that the quality would be better. My videos weren't the best quality they could be because I felt like I had to keep posting, but I know that this is a better choice, posting once a week, because the quality of the videos would be better, and I know that that is what people would prefer. And obviously I keep forgetting that I have to read books for these, and because I was posting so much, the quality wasn't the best, or you could tell sometimes that the video was rushed and not much thought was put into it, which, I mean, I could admit there are some that are like that, and I don't want videos like that on my channel. So I have decided to post once a week on a Sunday at 5 p.m. and I'm hoping that will, you know, give me more time to actually film and read the books, where I'm not overwhelmed, and then give myself some more time to edit, because I never give myself enough time to edit, and then it's not edited to the way I would like. But I'm thinking that maybe I can, if I give myself more time, the video qualities would be better. I'll have more time to actually, you know, enjoy what I'm doing, enjoy reading the books, and not just feel like I'm having to rush what I'm reading. So that is the plan for now. I don't stick well with things, but I really want to stick with this plan. But the exception to once a week is obviously with monthly TBRs and monthly wrap-ups. They will be either the last day of the whatever month, and then the beginning of the next month, or the first 2 days of a new month. So that is the plan, and I'm hoping, like I said, to stick with it. So yeah, that is all I've got for the channel ones at the moment. If I have any updates or anything else, I'll leave it on my community page. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the last BOOKMAS video, which is tomorrow, which is crazy. I can't believe that we are at that point where BOOKMAS is almost over, and I can't believe I did it. Like, I'm so proud of myself. Like, the fact that I've been so consistent and I was able to do it for 24 days is crazy. But anyway, I'm gonna go. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in tomorrow's video. Bye.